Hello, welcome to the Tenerife Pod. I'm Jenny T, your host, back with the boys. We have Steve Ballard.
Jenny, your lordship.
And Lord Elkington over there. We better not forget the lordship.
I doff my cap
Do you
to
know what?
thee,
We
sir.
spoke about this last time. I did say, I have got land.
Yes, you
Steve, Dr. Steve, Chef Steve, I have land.
If you're going to turn it into your picture on Facebook, expect to be called it until for the foreseeable, for a little bit longer at least.
If you're going to do it, expect it to be, doff my cap to thee, sir.
What?
I'll definitely leave it if that's the
Me
case.
lord, me lord,
I'll
me
definitely
lady.
You didn't curtsy, Jen.
I'd
I'm
like to point
disappointed.
out. I'd like to point out that in the olden days, servants didn't get paid.
Oh, right. It set the tone for the pod.
You're going to be
right
nice.
there.
You're going to be nice now, are you?
I think I might have to be.
Is that how you see it? It's your servants, mere servants.
No,
to Lord Elkington.
not at all. But bowing down, yes.
Fair enough.
The doffing of one's cap.
Anyway, welcome to another
Off with your
episode. We need his head. Don't chop that off. We need Dr. Steve and that brain up there. How are we, boys? Are we okay? Steve, it's nice to have you back in there.
It's nice to be back. Yeah, jolly good. Doing stuff. Being busy. I'm being really busy, actually. I need a holiday.
Where?
That time of year, isn't it, for you?
Wherever I work, Chris.
Where's that?
Wherever, all of the places. I'm not saying it. You're not pushing me into it. I'm not doing it.
As servants with like 4 jobs each over it.
That's what I need to survive, unfortunately.
I'm not going to live this down, am I? That's it.
The cosy lives,
Knackered.
babes. Cosy lives.
God, I say things that I live to regret, don't I?
So yeah, well, this is another one of your many, many jobs. We've got lots to talk about today. We're going to have some fun today. Chris, how have you been since everything? Have you had a nice week? It's been your birthday.
It was.
you had
It
a
was.
birthday.
Yes.
Many
Yes. I had a
happy
day
returns.
off,
I
which
know.
was the day after, obviously, the last pod. Incidentally, nothing to report on that situation.
Okay.
Haven't heard anything off weddings in Tenerife.
Have you asked the questions that were asked?
Yeah,
by
well, obviously we
writing
sent the
rooms?
questions over. We're not in constant contact, unlike people seem to think we are. And we haven't deleted any comments on social media, even though people seem to think we have. In fact, we've been surprised at the lack of, there's been views, but lack of comments ourselves. And I'm very sad to report that Sergio said he was going to call me and wish me happy birthday and didn't.
Oh.
Well, can I just clarify something? He did say that, but you also told him not to bother because you're not celebrating anymore. So
That's true. Well,
I did.
everyone
I mean,
Yeah.
let's wait till October the 4th because I've told him my birthday and I've told him I'm happy for him to
Absolutely.
come and celebrate.
But no,
So-
on a serious note, nothing to report on
Okay.
that front. As and when we have something, we will obviously update
Yeah,
accordingly.
absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Shall we have some fun today then? Let's
What do you
do
reckon?
it.
What do you reckon?
I've got some fun things that I would like to talk about, some things I'm confused about, and
Go for
I
it.
can feel a learning coming.
let's get into it. So I wanted to bring up some food news. If anyone's ever listened to my radio show on Oasis FM, I'm all about the food news. I love
Yep.
talking about especially chocolate, sweet stuff,
They,
that kind of
They
thing.
still haven't
Ne-
found
never
them
heard
Kit
it.
Kats. have
Yeah,
they?
no, oh, that's
Still haven't
true.
found them Kit
Have they
Kats.
not?
No, nothing's happened with that.
Haven't they confirmed it was a full-in publicity stunt now?
I don't think there was an official confirmation. I
Oh,
still
okay.
think they're leaving that to the imagination, which also is very clever marketing.
Yeah,
but
Good.
absolutely.
anyway, I'll take a box on the way out, Jen. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. I'm upping the price a little
Oh,
bit.
okay. No, that's fair.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to find another job.
Supply and demand, I know.
Cosy lives, babes. Cosy lives. Right. In case you don't know, Cosy lives. Cost of living crisis for the Huns. Okay. So anyway, let's talk Tenerife
For the who?
for the Huns.
Okay.
Have you never heard of Hun culture?
Well, I thought
It's a Gen Z girl thing. It's
I
nothing
thought-
to do with the Germans.
I was going to say,
German.
so,
Huns
so
were the Germans in the
in,
war.
in World
Oh,
War,
not anymore,
in World War
babes.
One specifically, the Germans were referred to as the Hun.
I'm thinking, why is Attila the Hun come in my head? Nothing.
But
to
he
do
was
with
a
that.
German as well. Yes.
Oh really?
Yes.
There
so
you go.
it is
Yeah,
linked.
pre World
Okay.
War One. Yeah.
Well, no, now
so
the
no
Hun.
is the answer.
The Hun are it's basically pop culture for
Honeys, isn't it?
Honeys,
So
yeah.
it's to do
Hi,
with the
Hun.
girls. Yeah, it's the
Huns,
girls thing.
Cheryl
yeah.
Cole,
You okay, Hun?
Jane McDonald is a Hun icon. She's an ultimate Hun.
No, she's not.
No, she is.
She's not.
She's-
Look, you've just
she's-
learnt about
she's an
Hun
old
culture.
Hun.
Listen, she's become an icon now. The Telegraph ran a whole article on. She was a '90s nobody, and now she's a pop superstar.
She's a hun.
And my name. Hi, Jane.
She's an absolute hun. Anyway, let's move on because this isn't what I wanted to discuss today.
It was food, wasn't it? No, we're back on track.
More specifically, popcorn. Have you seen, this was written about in the Canarian Weekly, a new kind of popcorn snack. Basically, I feel like it's the era where popcorn is upping its game. So before we would have sweet, salted popcorn. Pretty much that was it, standard. So there's now in Duke's shops in Costa Adeje, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, Pipoca? Pipoca? What do you reckon? Which one? You're nodding at me. It's one of the
we don't
three.
know, but it
Pipoca.
sounds
Pipoca.
okay.
Yep, sounds about right.
Pipoca. It's basically a new company bringing this Brazilian style popcorn. So you get like different.
Well, no,
sweet
they're
and
not a new
savoury.
company. They're already established. They're just
Sorry,
from here.
new to
Yeah.
Tenerife, bringing
okay.
Brazilian style popcorn. So it's basically popcorn, but topped with loads of different flavours. Is there anything initially before I mention what you can have on it that you would like to see on your popcorn?
I am a very simple. I like sweet popcorn. I've got a sweet tooth. I don't eat a lot of it though.
Are you?
but-
Yeah, I was going to say.
But
you
if I go to
allowed
the
it.
cinema, it's got to be a big bucket with. I used to have it with minstrels in. Did you used to
yes.
do that? Mix
Mix
minstrels
your
in with it,
yeah,
or revels, or that sort of thing.
I did go to the cinema with Chris to see Now You See Me. Now You Don't.
We did?
Yeah, we did go. And,
forgot about
and
that.
Chris bought a big popcorn, and in the end, he's like, you better eat the rest of that. I was worried he was going to slip into a diabetic coma while we were watching the movie. It's like, that's too much sweet popcorn for you, Christopher.
That's true.
Enough is enough.
But I used to I went to America with my parents when I was a kid, and we did all the Disneys and stuff, and we discovered caramel corn, which is basically caramel sauce, salted caramel sauce on popcorn, and it was the bee's knees. It was really nice caramel corn, very nice.
Well, I feel like this is maybe a similar vibe, but you can have sweet or savoury. So there's like pistachio cream, Kinder chocolate sauce caramel. You can even have bacon and barbecue flavours
Now,
on top of your popcorn.
Talk to me about that,
What?
because I bought recently in the Hyperdino, the microwave popcorn, it's always, like you said, Jen, sweet, salted or plain, barbecue flavour, and it's got a barbecue powder on the thing, so when they pop, it's a savoury flavour, and it is
But this one has actually got barbecue sauce dribbled all over.
Like
and bits of
literal
bacon.
In the picture, Jen, it looks a bit like, when you get tortilla chips with
Yeah.
cheese and sauce and guacamole. It looks a bit like
it's
that,
like
doesn't
a
it?
plate of nachos,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's popcorn instead of the tortilla
Yeah.
crisp, basically.
Now let's do a 60-second science here.
Oh, here we go.
So
Dr. Steve in the house.
Let's talk about.
Chef Steve, I think.
But
coming out as
so
well.
let's talk about that sweet or savoury on popcorn. Now the thing with corn is it is essentially a savoury item.
True.
And even popped corn can be sweet or savoury without any of that problem with like pineapple on pizza or those kind of arguments. There shouldn't be, I don't think, any arguments about corn kernels that are popped having any kind of flavouring on them whatsoever, because they're a very neutral carrier. So they hold flavour, whether that's
what do you
sweet
mean by
or
a
savoury.
neutral carrier?
So they don't have anything in particular. So if you put pineapple on pizza, essentially that's bread with tomato sauce, which is a very savoury base. Whereas your popcorn is a very neutral
Can
base
be
in
either.
terms of and it sits with anything.
Swings both ways,
Absolutely,
as the
if you
Huns would
wanted
say.
That's right. But I think that's
Snorting.
why it's good. I think that's why it would take to sweet flavours like chocolate or salt flavours like bacon.
Is that why it works with nachos and tortilla
Yeah,
chips?
absolutely.
Because
Because again, corn tortillas, which incidentally, corn tortillas were invented, those Doritos shaped ones, were invented by Walt Disney. The Walt Disney Company.
Really?
So they used to have round tortillas that they would serve tacos and things in.
Yeah.
And to reduce waste, they cut them into triangles and deep fried them. And that is where we get Doritos from.
Mind-blowing stuff, isn't it? Like,
Cheers.
do you store this information somewhere? Do you just like absorb it and you don't realise until it comes out?
No, I do. And then all of a sudden it'll go, tortilla chips, they were made by the Walt Disney Company in Walt Disney World to prevent wastage of round tortillas.
Oh, I can't wait to see you on the chase. Like, you're just going to be amazing.
I'm beating the chasers, I'm telling you right now.
So it got me thinking.
Well,
anyway,
can we start a campaign to get Steve or beat the chasers?
I think we could be a chaser.
Ooh,
Jen,
what would be your chaser name? That's the question. What would be your chaser name?
Dr. Steve. The Doctor.
The Doctor.
The
Whoa.
But
I
isn't
mean-
what's one of them? Is it Paul? Isn't he actually already a doctor? Like
He is a doctor, but he's called the Cinnamon because his surname is Paul Sinner. So
Yeah.
he's
And
not.
he's also He's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, I
He
know.
is very good stand-up comedian.
Is
as well.
he?
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't think I've ever seen
not
his,
sure.
I don't think I've ever seen his stand-up stuff, so I don't know.
It's a bit highbrow. Okay, carry on.
So anyway, would you...
What, you say it's too highbrow
let's
for
go.
Jen?
Let's just carry on. Go on, Jen.
There's a lot
please.
of things that's too highbrow. I'm not going to be offended by that. Spitting fat, Steve.
So
the
go
truth.
to more flavours because they already sound delicious.
Well, it's, all right, there's another word in here that I never get right. Acai.
Okay.
Okay, so that's apparently...
Okay, okay.
Acai.
That's a Brazilian favourite,
Yeah.
apparently, because these are meant to be... This is a Brazilian-like company and Brazilian flavours. So that's pretty much it that I've read about. But yeah, it just
I must be
interests
honest,
me.
though. I can't see me going to the cinema and ordering that sort of popcorn because obviously part of it is you just dip your hand in your bucket and you can pop it in your mouth, eat it quite easily.
It's quite dry, isn't it?
Whereas-
Barbecue sauce and bacon sounds
Yeah.
messy.
Whereas,
Messy,
exactly, if
doesn't it?
you've got it dripping in caramel or dripping in barbecue sauce and you're trying to, in the dark without making a noise to obviously interrupt people during
Well,
a
listen,
good movie.
being that it's such a cool thing, would they provide you with those cool black rubber gloves that you get in some burger joints that you'd have to eat your popcorn with a cool black
cinema?
glove? Yeah, in the cinema.
What
So
always
you
looks
get your
like you can have an
fingers-
internal examination.
Yeah.
Pop your rubber gloves on.
I am all for this. I think this is amazing, and there are so many things you could do. Also, you could do like a nacho cheese sauce with jalapenos. That would be really nice. There's so many things that could go on.
I'm
here.
going to come on to that in a second because obviously this is the first of its kind in Tenerife. But you just mentioned the cinema. Like, there's no cinema in Duke shops, is there?
No, Exeter's the nearest one.
Yeah.
Right, so it just seems a strange place. Like, I don't know
To have
if
it.
I'd go and choose to just walk around with a box of popcorn. And also, my other issue with this, my slight issue, looks good, all the flavours and stuff, but surely it would just be on the top. Once you've got that top layer off, it is just a box of popcorn, no?
That sounds about right. So it sounds like you would scoop.
You might get
scoop.
the
Does
odd
it
bit
not
that
seep
drips
through?
down.
I mean, any sauce would go through the gaps, wouldn't it? But I could see the topping only being on the top. I could see that.
Why,
'Cause actually,
do
that's
you
what
get
happens.
chocolate greedy?
Yeah, I feel like if you want chocolate on your popcorn, you want it all over it, don't you? Do you remember Cadbury's did like a bar of chocolate with popcorn inside? That was pretty tasty.
They did. And it was about
Chris.
the same time they did
No idea.
the wonderful flavour ones with the popping candy and the
Yeah,
gum.
that's still
Yes,
going. I
that's
love that.
really
It's one of
nice.
my faves. So I want just to mention yours with the whole jalapenos and stuff. So in the UK, this is something that again I actually touched on one of my shows recently, because now what they're saying is in the UK, to go to the cinema, the entire experience isn't just about the film. The popcorn is part of it, and posting like on social media a picture of your popcorn. So again, they are doing all different kinds, like hot dogs, jalapenos, salsa, sweets, like you mentioned. You were doing it yourself years ago, but now
absolutely.
they're
It was
a
making it
trendsetter
like
then, yeah.
making it like a bit of a thing. And I'm all for it, I think. But is it one of them? Is there anything that's going to actually beat, like some caramel popcorn? That's it.
I think the only issue I've got with cinema popcorn. Now, I was when you could
Is
get
the
it in
price.
the UK. Well, the price is one thing for what you get. I was always a huge fan of Butterkist with
the
with the
best.
coating on it. Really, really nice.
Mercadona do a decent
Do they?
copy of it. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that, and
What,
I didn't know you
Mercadona's?
shopped at Mercadona's.
Mercadona's. So where all the Huns shop.
But what I take absolute issue with, please come at me, sue me if you want to, but cinema popcorn is usually stale.
I think
It
just
has been-
something I was about to say to you when
Yeah.
you said that you bought a big bucket. Like, because
It's-
I remember as a kid going to the cinema and my mum, like we would make it at home in a pan, put some in bags and like sneak it into the
That's
cinema.
at least the freshest popcorn you're going to get if you've done it on your own.
But I was
at home.
always
It's
disappointed
very
as a
stale.
kid.
It's-
Like I wanted the experience of buying it, but now I'm becoming that mum where I'm like, no, we're taking our own because
Yeah.
that is extortionate and it's disgusting.
However, the upside is it means it doesn't make a crunchy sound when you're trying to watch the film.
That is true.
And one bucket lasts an hour and a half.
Ooh,
So,
does it though?
win-win. No,
I've done a bucket in the trailers before we've got, and I get to the film, and I'm like, I've eaten all my
Yeah.
popcorn already.
I tell you what,
Let's
Jen,
just
as we're
take a
talking
look.
about the cinema,
Yeah.
can we mention a film that you have to go and watch?
Yeah.
Because I remember in the Canary, it was a couple of years ago now, wasn't it?
It was.
In the Canarian Weekly, we wrote about it quite heavily, that Henry Cavill was here on the island.
And that's the
as
dude that's
was
Superman, right?
Was Superman, yeah.
That was
Superman, Man
yeah.
from U.N.C.L.E. was also Mission Impossible, loads of great films.
Loads of films I've not
also
seen.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Sexy, yeah.
Sorry?
Sexy, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
He played a
Not
boxer,
bad.
didn't he? He got really ripped, didn't he? Do you remember that?
Oh,
He
no.
was
What
in
film's this?
he was in the remake of Roadhouse
As well.
as well,
Yes,
and
yes.
he was quite ripped in that.
So they were both here.
That was 3 years ago, Chris. It was 3 years.
Was it 3 years ago? Alongside, I can never remember his name, but he's the Irish actor out of Mobland, dark hair, beard, and also one of the guys out of Games of Thrones and Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I can't
played one of
remember
the
his name,
baddies.
but I know who you're talking about.
And it's directed by Guy Ritchie,
Yes.
which is called In the Grey. Now, it's been in cinemas now for a couple of weeks, but it's now obviously available in other places to watch. And we're talking, obviously, you know. But
Netflix.
I tell you what, you recommended it, didn't
I did.
you?
And
it's brilliant, isn't it? And 80% of it was filmed here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was really funny because I'd seen the picture of it in the Netflix menu, and I thought, Henry Cavill, that looks good. Jake Gyllenhaal is always good. Then I read the blurb, and it described what the movie was like. That sounds like an action movie. It sounds like it's not going to take itself too seriously. It sounds like something I could just watch of an evening without concentrating too much. Within 30 seconds of the opening of it, I saw the road that they were driving on, and I went, that looks a lot like Tenerife. So I paused it, did a little search, where was in the great... Like Chris said, 80% of it was filmed in and around the north and the south.
It was like when Fast and Furious 6 was filmed here.
Yeah, there was so much of it.
All the cars were coming past the office here.
Oh, wicked.
And the opening scene was obviously coming over the sea, like in this film, showing sort of the roads on the north coast by Laratava and La Laguna and all the rest of it.
But I recognised it instantly.
But you will also see things like Botanico Hotel, which was the first one.
That's right.
And also when he's talking on the phone because the koi carps were there.
That's right.
And then Melia Granizora, the ecological park, Las Teresitas, down by Mar Azul.
Yeah.
Because the Mar Azul was the same as the one in the Gold.
That's
where
right.
they went in and out on the staircase.
That's right. That's right. That little... It's like a little bay where a little marina with the steps going up. It's but
honestly, Jen,
so
you
many
will
places.
watch it with a smile on your face going, look. And in the banana plantation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, in
That's
the
on my
grey,
list then to watch.
It's
this
a good
weekend.
film, and
I'll
it's...
tell you what, anybody who's ever been to Tenerife, anybody who lives here, anybody who owns a property here, watch it. Because it looks fantastic.
It does.
Tenerife looks fantastic.
And the bad guy's name's Salazar, and essentially... This is Salazar's island, so it's like a private island. So they have an electronic map of the island, which is not the shape of Tenerife
with different
when
place
they're
names.
going different, and all the place names are different. But then it cuts to the bit, and you go, "I know exactly where that is." So
and you
many
can see
places you'll
Tady
spot.
and all the rest of it.
Yeah, it's so good.
I can imagine if anyone's not been to Tenerife or has like a link to Tenerife.
Yeah.
It'd be really annoying to watch with somebody that lives in Tenerife or
100%.
has a link to Tenerife.
Absolutely.
Like,
Because
oh my God, I've been there.
no, because I was like,
Yeah.
all the way through.
I'm gonna watch it on my own this weekend. Lovely.
But also as well, there was places in it that I thought, I need to find that.
Yes,
When they're driving down the dry riverbed, I was like...
that's got to be somewhere. That's a Barranco somewhere, isn't it?
And, you know, obviously San Agustin is next door to Teresitas, which is where they were over the bridge. And all. It's fantastic. Absolutely
where is it?
brilliant.
Like, obviously it's here in Tenerife, but where is it like meant to be set? Where do they think?
It's
they-
Salazar's
private
private island. So
it's
it
just a
doesn't.
private
Yeah. So
island.
they
It's
didn't
not-
say it's Italy, or they didn't say it's his private island.
It's
with his private army, and
it's a Spanish island.
Right.
Because
because all the
island.
Policia are as Spanish as they can be without being the Policia Nacional, aren't they? And they're it's but it's so good.
cool.
It's a great film, and you'll recognise the locations all the way through.
But what's amazing is obviously we got certain press snippets when they were here filming it, but at the time it didn't have a name, and nobody really knew, obviously, what the film was about. I mean, Henry Cavill was out and about in different restaurants here in the south as well, in Costa Decky, and
he was in a restaurant in La Caleta and a few places like that.
And when you actually see the film, it's amazing to see what they were actually filming.
Yeah.
Helicopter
There's
crashes
helicopter
and all
crashes,
sorts of
and,
things.
and weapons fire and missiles and all that kind of stuff. It's a cool movie, and it's so nice to see. You know, you only occasionally get. I know the what was it? Den of Thieves was Santa Cruz was supposed to be another part of the world, and we saw bits
as
and pieces.
was Fast and Furious is supposed to be somewhere in mainland
and then
Spain.
occasionally on things like Star Wars, where they've been here, or you only ever get a little bit. This was so much Tenerife; it was brilliant.
I love
it's so
that.
good.
I think listeners and watchers of this pod will absolutely love
In
that.
the
With
grain.
that popcorn.
With
Yeah,
that
you get
popcorn.
yourself some artisan
There's the
popcorn.
link.
Yeah.
Or something else, which could potentially be a movie
I sense a
food.
stinger.
Right, I'm hoping that you two understand
Something else that could be a movie food.
something else
Okay.
that could be a movie
Okay,
food.
it sounds
Yeah,
really
I'm intrigued.
intriguing.
I might be clutching at straws just to link this together. But
This is a shoehorned segue into the get in there, go on.
no, honestly, I've seen something, and I'm hoping you two can actually like explain what's going on. So I've seen a few posts, and I don't understand them. What's happening in Los Cristianos with the rib wars? I don't like. I've seen
Rib wars.
Yeah,
It is. There's a rib war going on.
as in like ribs that you eat. So could you eat ribs while watching a movie? It's just as bad as getting
a rack of
barbecue in your
ribs.
hands with popcorn, isn't it?
I could and I have.
Good for you.
At home,
Steve.
not in a cinema. Can you imagine me with a rack of pork ribs in the cinema just gnawing away at bones and stuff?
Well,
I bet you
this
would,
is
didn't it?
light-hearted, and I think what's made it light-hearted is, and you saw it as well, was the post the Vault put
So
out
that's what I've seen.
about. Did you see it as well,
Yeah, I
Steve?
did. I did.
Go on,
So
Jen,
no,
what
well,
is that?
that's what I've seen. The post
Well,
from the Vault
because
Box.
I tell you
Go
where
on,
it came from.
explain.
Chicago's
Yep.
are basically saying our slow cooked ribs are the best around, and then obviously other businesses have got
Well,
involved in.
particularly Taylor's turned around and went, hang on a minute, we've been doing these for years.
Yeah.
And they're literally just down a
Down
few
the road,
doors
yeah.
away.
What, so like,
the whole
how-
area of Mirador, you got this battle going on with, we've had bride wars, now
Now
we're
it's
on rib
rib
wars.
wars, yeah.
And obviously the
Rib
Night
wars.
Striders got involved, obviously.
Okay.
Because I think Jack from Chicago's got him to do a video and promote it.
Righto.
So,
Clever marketing again.
but,
But
you
I
know,
mean, ribs are nothing new. So okay, so
I can't stand them.
Chicago's are saying these are the best ribs in the world. Taylor's are saying we've been doing ribs for everyone's
Ours
been
is the
doing
best,
ribs
ours
for
is the best,
ages.
ours is the
no, but I
So
think
he said,
I think
she
it's
said.
the claim that these are the best ribs in Los Cristianos, new to Los Cristianos, the best ribs, and they're like, hang on a minute, we've
Okay.
been doing ours for a while,
Rib
and then
cake,
obviously the
okay.
Vault got involved and said,
And
you know,
said,
we don't do them.
We haven't got any ribs, so we're staying on the fence firmly because
Here's our
you
sticky
can't have
toffee pudding or
that's
something.
it. Enjoy our sticky toffee pudding instead, which I wouldn't mind at all. Actually, we've got to sell our
Dribbled
sticky
a
toffee
little
good.
bit
Isn't that
there.
lovely? But
Depends how much custard you
It's-
get with it. To be honest,
I find
People
it
are too
really
stingy.
interesting because ribs are one of those foods. They're a bit Marmite, so you don't like them, do you, Chris?
No,
Or-
I like salt and pepper ribs. I don't like barbecue sauce ribs.
Right, fair
That's
enough.
what I'm not into. And also I find that, you know, you buy a rack of ribs, there's a lot of rib and not much meat. It's not a happy ratio for me.
That may be user error.
Maybe you've not been
Or
to
buyer error.
Chicago's and got the meatiest ribs around.
That's true.
Or Taylor's.
I haven't.
I'm not picking sides.
What I really like about it is, obviously, traditionally, you in the olden days over here, you used to have battles over the price of an English breakfast,
Yes.
prices over the pint, and people realise that if you work together, it actually is better for the whole area
Yeah.
because people attract people, areas get busier, and obviously down in Mirador, they all get on.
Yeah.
All right, on that Mirador area
Okay.
of Los Cristianos, they all get on, and I just think it's great because it's great marketing for the area,
And it's just
that's
fun.
what the
Because
Vault, that's why
people
the
will-
Vault jumps
yeah,
on it
exactly,
and go,
because
we don't do it, come and see us instead.
People are gonna do both. They're gonna visit both and say, right, we're gonna go to Taylor's, we're gonna go to Chicago's because we want to see.
Well, hang on, you've
actually
had it
who's-
at the Winchester with
Yeah.
the what's your name?
mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's enough room on this island for everybody to do their version of whatever it is they want to
Yeah.
do. And the mozzarella stick situation is one of those things. There are at least 3 businesses who are actively advertising themselves the same as the Winchester, in that we've got the biggest cheese pool, and again, it's all subjective, but there's enough of us go round to satisfy everybody's need for mozzarella sticks.
But
in the
has
same
anybody
way that
actually compared the cheese pool between them?
I don't think so.
I'm surprised you haven't, Dr. Steve. I just thought you'd be out with your ruler.
Well,
wanging
back
out
that.
your...
again, it,
like one of them guys from the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
I can confirm that mozzarella
With his
stick number
clipboard.
1.
yeah. Well, you know, I don't know whether there's a Guinness World Record for the longest cheese pool. I'll have to
No, I
look
didn't
that up
say
now,
the Guinness
but-
record. I said you like one of the adjudicators.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be there with a clipboard for sure.
I think maybe there should be, but,
But
yeah, you'd have to go a bit further
to
than
go
Tenerife.
to go to the ribs things. Ribs are one of those things. If you're buying ribs in the supermarket for yourself, do a couple of things. Go through and pick the best one. So actually physically go and get the one that's the meatiest that you can find.
Hang on, are you talking about packet or what are you talking about?
So
the frozen ones.
Don't buy the frozen. Well, the frozen ones are okay.
Or are you talking those ones vacuum packed with sauce
ones.
in? Yeah.
No, not with sauce in. Just the vacuum packed ones that you can find in Lidl or Aldi or any of those places. Fresh ones in the meat counter. And then what you've got to make sure you do, and this is clearly what Taylors and Chicago's do, is they remove from the back, the bone side, there is a sort of a silver skin.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
So you need to peel that off, get a sharp knife and then just peel, because that's what makes the ribs shrink and go really chewy and not very nice. Then you need to cook them low and slow in liquid. The best liquid to do that.
We all like it low and slow.
Low indeed. The best liquid to do that is, because it's pork ribs, is something like a cider or an apple juice or something like that. Low and slow. So you need 4 or 5 hours minimum to get them really, really juicy. Then you smother them with barbecue sauce, or not if you don't like barbecue sauce. Then you put them back under the grill to crisp up and to get that sauce nice and glossy.
This is a lot of effort, though.
It's worth it.
I would rather just go and try.
I'll try yours. I'll try your ribs.
There is a recipe. There is a plug-in coming. There is a recipe in my cookbook for slow cooked barbecue ribs with an apple coleslaw. It's available now on Amazon, $4.99. It's The Lockdown Kitchen by Steve Ballard. Thank you.
But getting back to what we were talking about before you made it about yourself, Steve.
Got to get the plug in there, Chris. I need the money.
I do like. I do like what the guys are doing, having a bit of banter between themselves.
Absolutely.
It's great. It's refreshing to see.
Like Aldi and Ryanair, like the kind of companies we've talked about.
The social media,
they all jump on each other's posts, don't they? And it's just fun.
You know, when
talking of which, can we talk about the Ruby Slipper?
Yes, we can. Can I play a stinger?
Of course you can. We got to take a hats off to the Ruby Slipper as well, because obviously
social media.
It's reopened after 2 years.
After
the problems they had at Princess Di's and patch with the roof and that area, the structural, And obviously, firstly, I think it's credit to Joe and Dean what they've done. You know, stuck with it, stuck in there, and obviously finally got it back open. So. Talking of taking hats off,
I think it's Alana and Lewis, isn't it? It's Alana and Lewis that's sort of kind of
yes, because obviously it was going to be Ellie, but then it's moved on. But it's Joe and Dean obviously who are behind it. But also the second one is that they felt they had to put a post that Roxy's not going back because they were getting grief. I mean, you know, as they said, yes, Roxy went there as resident, designed the place. Decorated it, and you'll remember the social media of him doing that in naked.
Oh, yes, of course.
Which was epic. But then obviously had the problems. Now, Roxy has decided not to go back because obviously he's on the circuit and doing brilliantly. Still works at Di's downstairs for the same company, so they've brought in Jack as is it Jack? Jack Michaels, isn't it? As compare. And they're getting criticism for having the MHT guys do the opening show and Mr. Sister having drag and not Roxy, which I think is a real shame. They had to put a post because they're all still friends. In actual fact, what was really cool, when Roxy did the bar, he put his hands in cement and sort of signed it.
Yeah.
And they've still got that in there. And, you know, the opening night went amazingly well. It's the first time ever MHT have performed outside their own venue.
Wow.
I spoke to Joel and, you know, just to say congratulations, etc. But then the social media, Steve, they've been doing, some of it's really, really funny, isn't it? Fair play to them.
Yeah, they've really thought outside the box, haven't they, with their videos?
They got some young people involved. They've got a different angle than most of the normal sort of content creators that are based here have gone. And they've got some really good stuff. One of their
video, one of the guys is in a chest freezer.
Well, that's Jack.
Yeah. Is that Jack? Okay. Yeah. In a chest freezer, saying about, I think it was about it's such a cool place or something. I can't remember what it was exactly. But it's all different locations around the
and showing where the bar is and how to get to it and all the rest of it. Again,
really good.
Again, it's just something that's refreshing because obviously we've had a lot of stuff that's been negative recently.
Yeah.
And I'm just seeing some stuff now that's really positive, and it's just like
uplifting.
Hallelujah, it's great.
I haven't told you boys this, but I've actually been and had a chat with Alana and Lewis from the Ruby Slipper about a potential project, which is I don't think I can really talk about yet. I'll tell you off air. I think you could probably guess what it is, Chris. But I had a chat with them, and they're planning like just such fun stuff. They said they're kind of steering away from the standard compare, act, sit and watch. They are just trying to throw in some really fun things just to bring that kind of light-hearted ambience, people that want to have a good time. But
that's why they've called it House of Fun, haven't they?
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I think it's easy to give something a name and then not follow
No,
through.
of course.
Yeah.
But when the bar's decorated, like, you know, the Emerald City, obviously Ruby Slipper, it's all Wizard of Oz theme, you know, it was always going to be a fun palace, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously they've had to change their direction slightly. I think that's great.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I think they've got some really exciting things and ideas lined up. So I think make sure you follow them on socials because I think it's going to be a real fun place this summer.
And also as well, it's great to see a new compere on the scene.
Yep.
Because obviously he was working at Princess Di's before, I believe, behind the bar.
Well, yeah, I know. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him.
He's Darren and Dee Fixter's son, who are System X.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You know, the duo,
yeah.
the keyboard player and singer.
Yeah.
It's their son.
So, wait, potential newcomer and compare?
In one. There you go.
So I could get nominated in 2.
That's exciting, isn't it? Shall we, anything else left to say on the Ruby Slipper? Because I want to talk teas, actually.
Just go down there and support them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, make sure you do. And because, I mean, that's how these places are going to thrive and survive. Right, let's get into the teas category for today. So, every week we've been discussing a category in the teas. We've been running through different winners from the past. You've been testing us on...
He's trying to look at the stats.
I am not.
And they're
already.
on the back, so we can't see them.
Well, then your accusation is a moot point, sir.
I saw you
Your
looking at the
lordship,
paper.
I put it to you, your lordship, that your point is mooted.
Denied. Overruled.
Overruled, yeah.
Overruled.
All I've got is the moo point from Friends. Right. Okay, what category are we looking at?
What category are we doing? Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Today, this week, we're going to be looking at Best Group, which is an interesting one because Best Group has been in there since day one, but it has kind of changed over the years.
Evolved, yeah.
So I'm not really going to get you to say what it is.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously it started off as Best Group or Duo and is now Best Vocal Group.
Okay.
So it's kind of evolved over the years.
Yeah.
And the reason being is that when we started the teas, there was less of certain acts around. So we didn't have a Best Band category till 2000, I think it was 2008, 2009, because there wasn't really the volume of bands on the circuit. Venues were very duos or solo singers at that point. Yeah. So it originally started 2006 at the very, very first one as Best Group or Duo. So it was two people, one or two people, and it was with or without instruments.
Oh, so it could have been with backing tracks.
Yeah, it could have been backing tracks or instruments.
Right.
Whereas now we have Best Group with instruments and Best Vocal Group just vocals. So it's split later on, which we'll come on to. So 2006, the first ever winners. I don't know if either of you remember these. I think you will, Jen. Steve, you probably won't. It was the Wild Boys.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember them. They were before my time, but their legacy, I've been told about them, and I've seen the kind of some reunions.
Mark and Mia, Mark Craig, who obviously has won male singer several times.
Yes, Mark I'm aware of.
And Mia Dean, who Geordie Singer, good friends with John Francis, actually, all from the same sort of area. And in fact, all three of them with other people used to be in the same boy band together.
Okay.
So they all know each other from back home. And Mark and Mia were residents at Leonardo's back in the day.
Yeah.
When Leonardo's was proper jumping with
that was
pub crawls.
The ultimate place to be, wasn't it? Yeah.
And they won the very, very first one. They were a very high energy group. Mia, anybody who knows Mia, he's off his nut.
It's just mad, yeah. They used to do the thing where we just used to run and climb a tree. Like
That's right. He used to, you know.
And then people loved it, and they would demand that he do it. They'd be like,
palm
climb
tree.
the tree, climb the
okay.
tree. Yeah,
Wild by name or wild by nature?
They used to get everyone at the Tenerife Sol Hotel who was watching on the balconies to flick the lights on and off. So
that is insane.
And then obviously you'd get people complaining to reception, then noise problems. It was like, not the best idea, but it was brilliant. So he was
cool.
honestly, and still is off his nuts, to be honest with you. In 2007, it was won by BWB. Now, we've spoken about BWB before on the entertainment pod or on the radio, because that was originally Stuart Marlowe, wasn't it?
Okay.
It was IS and Paul, all right, and Stuart Marlowe. But then Stuart Marlowe left and went to Asia, which is when he formed T2K with Corey. Yeah. And it was just IS and Paul. And BWB won it in 2007. And ironically, BWB stood for Black, White, Black.
Oh.
But then Stuart left. So they should have changed the name to BB, really.
Because
but they
there
didn't.
was no W anymore.
B&B. I guess you couldn't call yourself B&B. People would have...
trying to book,
trying
to book a room, yeah.
Airbnb. But anyway, so they won in 2007. In 2008 and 2010, the Wild Boys took it again. All right, 2 years back, 2 years in a row. In 2011, the first year, of course, at Castillo San Miguel, was IS again, but this time with Mikey Mike. Now, Mikey Mike is an incredible singer who won Best Male Singer himself individually and teamed up with IS to form a duo. And if, without talking out of turn, Mikey Mike and Michael Levy Jr. are quite similar in their style and format of show, i.e. huge medleys of loads of hundreds of different songs that they throw in together, you know, that kind of show, yeah. In 2012 was Loaded, which again was another group which went to Leonardo's, because by this time Wild Boys had split up, and that was a Scottish singer called Scott Henderson with our very own Dylan Tennant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they won Best Group. In 2013 was Riffs and Quiffs. Now, can you guess what sort of music they did, Steve?
I want to say it was probably Quiffs. It would have been rockabilly or something like that.
Exactly. So it was Brad Chermside, who went on to be rock DJ, and a guy called Pip Brown. And basically, they did modern songs in that style.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so it was something completely different, and they won in 2013.
That sounds awesome.
2014 was T2K.
The boys.
Stuart and Corey, and that was a year...
They were live.
It was a live
and I
performance.
made an error.
You spoke about it, didn't you?
Did ya?
Sorry, who are you?
Who are you?
That was the one where the stage was going to collapse because they got...
because everybody got on.
They got about 300 people on the stage, exactly. They won that year. 2015, after being nominated 150 times, Ollie Cusack, Midnight Riders.
Showbiz was eventually Showbiz.
In this case with Simon Roberts, which we spoke about before, actually. We mentioned about...
Sound of Silence. Disturbed, yeah. And that was on my playlist in the kitchen earlier, and I immediately thought of that story.
There you go. And that was the year they won, 2015. 2016 was the best of the best, and the public voted for IS and Mikey Mike. I remember it was extremely close between the Wild Boys and IS.
Because that was
Mikey
the winners, wasn't it?
That was when we brought the nominees with
That's
the
right.
years, with the last 10 years winners,
Yeah.
2017. Now, after the 10th tease, Best Group changed slightly in the fact it could have more members.
Oh, okay.
All right. But it became more, if you like, what we know now as vocal group, because band was already introduced. 2017, 2018, and 2019 was the arrival of the Soul Brothers. you were expecting that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
In 2021, which was COVID year, we merged Best Group and Band, because if you remember, there wasn't really as many bands performing. A lot of band members were performing as soloists or duos.
That's right.
Because bars were just coming out of being shut for God knows how long, couldn't afford it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So it was a joint category that year, and it was won by Folklore.
That was my first one. And I remember, I think I've told this story.
You have.
I forgot Folklore's name. So I did my backstage interview saying, here I am with the best band.
And you've interviewed them as well.
I did. Hi, band. So, Folklore, I'm really sorry. However, since then, I've never forgotten your name because I've interviewed you a million times.
And that's still on Facebook for people to see.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
In 2022, after the COVID one, is how we, if you like, reclassified the categories to what we've got now.
Yeah.
So that's when it became, we reclassified them as best group, had to have instruments. Yeah, and then best vocal group. All right,
I see.
But obviously, the difference with best group was instruments with backing tracks as opposed to live band. Yeah. So in 2022, the vocal group was won by the Soul Brothers, and the group was won by the Two Little Dicky Birds.
Yes, of course.
In 2023, the vocal group was won by the Soul Brothers.
Sensing a theme here.
Yeah.
The group was won by the Dubliner Band.
Oh, yes. Yeah, very good.
In 2024, the vocal group was won by
The
Soul Brothers.
T2K.
Ah! He got us with that one. It was T2K,
And
right.
group was won by
I can't remember.
Two Little Dicky Birds.
Oh, yeah.
And then last year in 2025, the vocal group was won by...
Soul Brothers.
Correct. And group was won by the Dance Monkeys. So
yeah.
it's probably the category that's seen the most
Diversity.
evolution,
Yeah.
if you like, over the
Changes,
years.
yeah.
And it's interesting. I mean, obviously the changes have been made for genuine
reasons, yeah.
But and it means that over the years there's been 11 different winners.
Wow.
Which in other groups other categories we've had less winners, haven't we? So there we go.
Are you going to give us a test?
There's not really much to say because who's had the most wins?
Soul
I'm
Brothers.
sure.
I didn't even need
How many?
I didn't even need to cheat on that. I'm going to say 6.
Correct.
Hey!
Wow, well done.
Damn you, Steve.
I can count, you see.
Followed
I was
by?
using my fingers. I want to say it was Wild Boys with 3.
Yes, you've looked at this.
I haven't,
you?
I promise.
You must have done.
I haven't, I promise.
And also, IS has got 3.
Oh, right, okay.
One with BWB, one with, and 2 with Mikey Mike.
That was because I couldn't remember IS.
So,
why I
and
said-
that's it, really. So this year, best group is obviously group or duo, but it's with instruments to backing tracks.
Right.
And
Okay.
vocal group is
Separate.
It's the Soul
Singers.
Brothers. I mean, singers.
is the,
What do you think
is
it
the-
would? What do you think it's going to take? Obviously, some people have done it since, but why do you think it is the Soul Brothers just keep winning that vocal group category?
I think because they are entertaining and their
They're just so
their
popular.
vocals are tight as well. Like there is not. I remember when I was working in as a
I think
as
it's
a
the whole
host and-
package.
yeah, and they're so professional and they never stop smiling, they never stop enjoying themselves, and they play tunes that people want to hear, they play tunes that people want to dance to, they play tunes that people know, and you've got the whole thing.
sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do it well, and they're a great bunch of lads as well.
And I don't think it's
you know,
surprising that you've also got Soul Stream in there. And, last year we had a couple, I mean, I think they were nearly all, apart, there was obviously T2K, but the other ones were, a similar sort of soul-based vibe.
Yeah.
And it's just good music, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
good. And I think it's also the fact when people are on holiday, and it's obviously the public that vote, it's all feel good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the kind of tunes that people want to hear. They can sit and enjoy. They can get up and have a dance. It's got a bit of everything.
Doesn't matter what
hasn't
age
it?
you are, you know it, don't you?
Yeah, agreed. Okay, well, let us know your thoughts. Is there anyone that you think could take that category this year? Any new people that you've seen that you
Absolutely.
think? Let us know in the comments. Let's get on to our last thing on the pod today. Events in Tenerife.
There's only one, isn't there?
Do we mean Le Pope? The Pope is coming. At the time of recording, he should be in Gran Canaria at the moment, coming to Tenerife.
Yeah,
on
Gran Canaria
Friday.
today, Tenerife tomorrow, yeah, which is Friday.
I will just mention that it does mean that one event has been cancelled because the Pope's arrival, which is the Tenerife Music Festival.
Oh, okay.
But I say it's been cancelled. One of the days has been cancelled. So the Tenerife Music Festival is across Friday and Saturday, but the Friday is cancelled because the Pope is here. But Saturday is still going ahead.
I think it's amazing because this is the biggest Tenerife-based local concert on the island of
Right.
the year. This is the one that last year J-Lo was at, Gloria Estefan was at.
Yeah.
And, we had Tributo Fest last Saturday, and when they said the Pope was coming, we went, oh no. Because we thought if it clashes on the dates, we've got an issue, even though it's north and south. But obviously, we know that the locals, the Canarians, are going to want to go. I mean, we've already spoken about the fact that a lot of businesses are shut on Friday. We've already spoken about the schools are shut. There's road diversions. There's changes at Tenerife North Airport, not the south. It doesn't really affect us too much in the south, apart from the schools. Yeah. Ironically, shopkeepers in the north are still asking if they're allowed to be open or not.
Oh, really?
24 hours before.
Yeah. It's crazy.
There's changes at medical centres because there's so many different medical emergency staff deployed. And this gig, they must have seen the date and thought, okay. Because now, through the Tourism and Cultural Department of the Cabildo, there are grants for this kind of event. And it's obviously put out there in the public domain. Now, the government budget, all right? Now, this isn't the organiser's budget. This isn't the total cost. You can claim up to, if you get a grant for putting on a concert or an event like they did Ed Sheeran, like they did Aerosmith, they will agree it before, but after you present all your invoices, pay up to 40% of the costs.
Oh, wow.
Because it's seen as a cultural promotion of the island. Okay. Now, this year, it's a very, very Spanish and South American bill. Yeah. Fair enough. But the budget from the government for this was €480,000.
Whoa, really?
Wow.
Yeah. Which means that the total cost of the concert is going to be around about 1.6 million to put on for the 2-day festival. And when you've got something like the Pope clashing with that sort of money involved, it's major.
Yeah.
Absolutely major. Now, also what I want to know is, you could buy tickets for the weekend. There was a certain amount of tickets for one day, or the other. Yeah? How are they going to fit everyone in?
What, on the Saturday?
Yeah.
So I've read
Because if people bought tickets just for the Friday, they're now going to be on top of the people who bought just for the Saturday and both days.
Well, this intrigued me actually, because I've read, obviously you can apply for a refund if you've bought the Friday, but you can go on the Saturday instead, and then that will class as a used ticket. You won't get a refund.
No, of course, but how are they going to fit everyone in?
So, but this is what I was thinking. Capacity. Like, is it like it's not been that busy? Like, have they got enough? Because what they've also said is anybody that's bought tickets for both days, again, you can either apply for a refund or give your ticket to a friend and bring them. So it's like they're almost encouraging, like, let's have more of you on Saturday.
I do wonder because we got contacted offering us as many press passes as we wanted.
Okay.
For the first time. We didn't get offered any last year when it was J-Lo and Gloria Estefan, etc. And I don't know if you remember, but last year they had a record number of complaints and people wanting refunds after J-Lo's performance.
That's right, I do remember
because of the sound.
Yeah.
Because of the sound.
So many issues,
Now, we run events and, we get criticised for the sound at the castle, which is mainly because the acoustics at the castle are shocking. But you would expect that if you're putting J-Lo on in concert, you
would make sure that your sound check is absolutely tip-top.
There was a queue of over 1,000 people on the night of the concert.
Wanting their money back?
Yeah, on the day of Tenerife Cook Music Fest last year. But anyway, so it's just interesting that it's fallen on the same day, because I can't see there was any way they knew it was going to go ahead, even though they've only announced. I think they only announced it yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Because
I
was thinking
yesterday,
Wednesday.
24 hours before.
No,
48 hours.
wow.
I don't know if they were thinking like some miracle would happen or something.
Why? Because the Pope's coming.
Yeah. So
that's his miracle.
Some kind of.
But if you look at the numbers, I know this is the mainland numbers, but 1.2 million people turned up to see the Pope in the mainland.
You're going to get 300, 400,000 easy.
If you can imagine that many people in the area of Santa Cruz and in the area of the where he's doing the.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be chaos.
And if you're on holiday here and you're one of those people who's got a hire car and you want to go investigating the island, turn left, not right this
Do
on
not
Friday.
Go up to Santa Cruz at all. Yeah.
Stay away from anywhere Santa Cruz, La Laguna, and that area. Because you just won't.
The TF5 is hard enough as it is without diversions in place.
But no, I mean seriously. Obviously, this festival is in Santa Cruz, and this is where it's all happening, where all the road closed diversion. They must have known weeks ago it was not going to happen on the Friday.
Yeah, it makes me wonder why they've announced it so late. But anyway, who knows what's going on?
Let's get them on and ask them.
Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Something that is happening.
Yes.
Would it be inappropriate if I said this in a Scouse accent? Because I just think...
No, go for it.
I know what you're going to say, so yeah.
I don't. Go for it.
Adeje Chicken.
I knew that was coming. That's why I was
Chicken.
Adeje Chicken.
That's Jimmy Carr, isn't it?
Yeah.
On teaching
Packet of
people
crisps in a can of coke.
on how to speak Scouse. Jimmy Carr.
Adeje Chicken.
Half a chicken and can of coke.
Adeje. So tell me, because I don't know much about this, but I do like me some chicken wings. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan of chicken wings.
Well, you know, obviously the Adeje chicken with the secret recipe passed down through generations.
I don't know this. I don't know. Like, I've heard of Adeje chicken. I don't know what's so like.
Well, if you obviously used to have,
it's not even in Adeje.
You used to have Atello's on Fanny Bay Seafront,
okay,
just not far from you.
That's right.
Which the original restaurant is by the Branco d'Inferno in Adeje.
Okay.
All right, and so you've got that one, and you've got Oasis, and a couple of others that have been there for 40 years, 50 years, and you know this Adeje chicken with certain spices. The recipe has been kept secret. Obviously,
like KFC Colonel Sanders style
kind of thing. Yeah, right, okay. Absolutely. And if you ask them, they won't tell you.
No,
they won't tell you what it is. And what the chicken fair does every year is that I think there's 14 stands or 40 stands? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But there's a load of them.
Yeah.
And it's on Saturday between, I think it starts at 6, finishes 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And you can go along and you can taste the chicken from all the different families,
Ooh.
all the different restaurants. And as I say, they've all been here since long before, since the start of tourism here in the south, really. And Adeje is very famous for it. And that's what it's all
Amazing.
about.
Have they got one in Los Cristianos, like near the market?
Well, there used to be one up by Busanada as you went up. Yeah,
oh, right.
On the left-hand side.
I know that one. Yeah,
but that's not proper.
Ah,
the real ones are in Adeje.
Okay, so if it looks like it's going to be a bit of a family event.
It's organised by the town hall.
And it's in the Plaza de España, is that right? Yeah, like you say, taking place between 6 and 1. But there's going to be like entertainment, music, and lots of family fun. So it just looks like a fun thing to do.
It's a stage with live bands on, and there's stalls where you can try it all. And some of their advertising is meant to be the big inflatable chickens.
No.
They've got all these videos, all these inflatable chickens going around different parts of Adeje.
Amazing.
It's madness.
That's so good.
You've got to see it.
The interesting... We were talking about KFC's herbs, all of their secret recipes.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, well, yeah, we were. We did speak about that.
No, she mentioned it. She just said, "Is it like that?"
Well, here's something mildly interesting for you. Did you know the KFC social media team on X, formerly Twitter, follows 11 people?
Really?
The 5 Spice Girls and 4 American people called Herb.
I've heard that.
That's
actually.
9.
6 people called Herb. Anyway, the 11 herbs and spices. The 5 Spice Girls and a load of blokes called Herb.
Fair play.
Thank you for that information. Cheeky useless fact of the
Does that
day for
include
you.
their recipe, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, why?
Because there are 5 spices and 6 herbs, but people have tried to find out what it is. And
maybe ginger's one of them.
It might. Do you know what it might be?
You never know.
Be.
Boom, boom. I don't think there's babies in there.
Hopefully not.
I don't think so. And I'm just hoping there's. What's the scary? Don't answer that.
Yeah. I feel like we could go off on a tangent here. Let's not.
Yeah. But it's a great fun evening. Though.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going because, like I said, I love
one of those
chicken.
things again that if people are here and want to see a bit of real Tenerife, this is something that. You've got to remember that tourism only dates back to early 1970s here in the south. It only dates back 50 years. And this has been going for almost that time. People forget also that, the mayor of Adeje, Fraga, it's his 40th year this year
that's right,
of being mayor.
I didn't even realise, is that allowed?
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Well, you get re-voted in.
Yeah,
it's not like the American president.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, people are voting for him. He's going to stay put.
Cool, good
but
for you.
I'm going to go to that because it's not far from my house. I love me some chicken and I don't mind drinking beer in the street.
Do you think with your knowledge and your chef experience you could work out what those herbs and
Do you know
spices
what?
are?
I'd like to think that I've got quite a reasonably good palate in terms of picking out ingredients. I'm not sure if I could do everything, but I could certainly pick out the main ones.
And then you could make your own?
Yes.
You can have a go?
I am.
So on the next pod, can you bring us ribs and chicken?
Not sure about that. Chicken,
What,
maybe.
by Monday?
That's a lot. That's a lot going on there. It's a big ask. It is. Yeah.
Oh, it's not like you're busy with your 4 jobs. Get over it, will ya? Okay, that's all from me. Anybody else they got anything they want to talk about on the pod today? Thank you for listening. It's been an absolute pleasure. Join us on the next episode of the Tenerife Pod, sponsored by BGR Solutions.